Namaste. Welcome to the fourth day of our 4-day workshop. I'm sure you're already feeling the benefits of breathwork, and today we're really going to dive deep into how we can come to our full potential through the breath. All cultures around the world use the breath to optimize, to really become the best version of ourselves. I'm sure each and every one of you, your grandmother must have told you at some point when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling low, when you're feeling anxious, to breathe deeply. It's sort of embedded into the way we think, it's something so fundamental to life that it's sort of everywhere. And yet we take it for granted. We don't really look at the breath as something that is meant to be worked on, meant to be explored, and meant to be grown into something beautiful within us. Breathworks, you'll find a lot of breathworks coming, especially from shamanic traditions. You have shamanic breathwork. You have nowadays what is called rebirthing or holotropic breathwork. You have the Wim Hof method, where in all these techniques, they are using the breath in different ways to really optimize and come to our full potential. And different people have shown these by creating their own methods and techniques and sequences of the breath. I have covered all of these techniques in my full breathwork course. So if you do check it out, you'll have access to many different breathworks from across the world, because I truly think that breathwork is universal. And though I am specialized in yogic breathwork, I also think that there are many teachings to come from other breathworks around the world, and they are all at the essence, at the root of their teachings, all saying one and the same thing. So in today's class, we're just going to understand how to sequence, how to join different breathwork techniques together to form a meaningful sequence. So now when you have, for instance, your Kapalbhati, which we explored in the last class, which is the fire breath. It's a kriya. So where we draw the belly in, exhaling. So the Kapalbhati should always come in the beginning of our practice. This is because the Kapalbhati opens up the breath. It allows us to breathe deeper, especially the ideal time to practice being early in the morning. So we usually get up with our breath a little bit shallow, with our sinus a little bit blocked, maybe some mucus discharge. So it's always good to start with Kapalbhati to really increase the potential of our breath so that we start to breathe longer and deeper. After Kapalbhati, we should generally be doing a technique which is balancing. So like we did in the second video, the Vishama Vritti, the Nadi Shodhana, Anulom Vilom, all of these techniques to help us to come into balance. This is because now we've opened up our lungs, but still there are a lot of things maybe going on in our head. Usually when we wake up in the morning, our mind tends to go into overdrive, thinking of all the things that we need to accomplish through the day, all the tasks, all the things. And it's really good to then at that point do a balancing pranayam, so that as we raise our energy up, we also help to balance that energy and bring a relaxation or balancing. And then usually you end the breath work with invigorating or energizing practice, something like the Agni Sar, the lion's breath, the Surya Bedana, all of these techniques to sort of increase your vitality. So this is the ideal way of sequencing early in the morning. Also, you would end your breathwork practice with a bit of meditation or lying down on your back, Shavasana, maybe just for 3 or 4 minutes, just to integrate the practice into your being. Of course, a lot of us don't sometimes have the time in the morning to practice breathwork. We find it difficult to wake up, or we already have existing routines in the morning, like a yoga practice or a exercise routine or something else. So in that case, it's also okay to practice breathwork in the evening. So you practice around the time of dawn when the sun is rising, or the time of dusk when the sun is setting. So if you practice breathwork in the time of the evening, you would again change around the way you sequence. So you would still start with your Kapalbhati, but instead of doing the balancing and relaxing pranayams first, you would start with the energizing first. So you would do the Bhastrikas and things like that, just to bring in a little bit more of energy at the end of the day, And then you would end the practice with a relaxing or a balancing pranayam like the Anulom Vilom, Nadi Shodhana, Vishama Vritti, Chandra Bedhana, so that you're then prepared to fall asleep or prepared to have dinner and just completely relax, going into that parasympathetic phase. So when we finish with the energizing pranayams like Bhastrika, we are oftentimes, our sympathetic nervous system is active, and it's then at that point very difficult for us to maybe fall asleep. So we need to change around the sequence in this sense, depending what time of the day we are practicing. So in the morning we are practicing, we want to end with the energizing pranayam so that we have the energy to go through the day. And similarly in the evening when we practice, we want to end with relaxing pranayam so that we are nice and relaxed to finish the day on a good note. So let's begin this entire practice. We're going to do this long practice. Before we begin, again, I'm going to invite you to sit with your back straight and just sort of feeling into how you feel at this moment. What are the sensations that are going through your body? Whether you feel energized or depleted. What's the state of your internal being, of your energy body, of your mental body? Just sort of tuning in so that you can then make a comparison to how you feel at the end of the practice. It's important to make this comparison because if we don't tune in to see how we feel in the start, we don't really know what has shifted for us through the breath work. So sitting in silence for about half a minute, just observing. And slowly opening your eyes once again. We're going to start with Kapalbhati, where you're just taking a long inhale and exhaling out of the nose, making a sound at the nostrils. Every time you exhale, you're drawing the belly in, sucking the belly in. So let's practice together. We'll do 30 strokes. After we finish 30 strokes, we take a long deep inhale and then we hold the breath. Taking a long deep inhale. Inhaling deeply, holding your breath. You can close your eyes here. And releasing the breath. We're immediately going to repeat another round of Kapalbhati. So every time you exhale, drawing the belly in. So taking a long deep inhale. Inhaling deeply, closing your eyes, holding the breath. And slowly releasing the breath, returning to your normal breath pattern. Another reminder here, if you feel dizzy or nauseous or just not good, you should ideally avoid the breath retentions. Also, if you have an existing problem of high blood pressure, do be careful when you do these techniques. So the second technique now that we're straight going to go into is Nadi Shodhana. So in the Nadi Shodhana, we are going to place our index and middle finger down to the base of the thumb, keeping the ring and little finger up and the thumb up. So placing the thumb on the right nostril, exhaling out of the left nostril, releasing all the air, closing the left nostril, breathing in through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the right, count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Inhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Releasing the hand. Breathing normally, keeping your eyes closed. Noticing any sensations that you may be feeling in your body right now. Remaining aware of the breath. And now that we have found balance in our sequence, so we first invigorated, opened up our lung capacity, now we found balance, and we're going to move on to a technique that creates energization. So we're going to invigorate and energize ourselves. So we're going to continue with the technique I taught you in the last video, the Sudarshan Kriya, or also referred to as Bhastrika Pranayama, where this time we're going to bring the hands up. So inhaling, opening the chest, exhaling, inhale, exhale. So we're going to do this about 20 times, and then we're going to exhale all the air out of our system, bringing our chin to chest, stomach inside, and pelvic floor active as we hold the breath. Then once we are out of breath, we bring the head up, take a long deep inhale. Once again, hold the breath, bringing chin to chest, stomach inside, and pelvic floor also contracted. So you can follow along with me. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Exhaling all the air out, bringing chin to chest, stomach inside, pelvic floor contracted, holding the breath. Lifting the head up, taking a long deep inhale. Holding the breath, once again bringing chin to chest, stomach inside, pelvic floor contracted. And bringing your head up, releasing the breath. Taking a few normal, long, deep breaths. And we'll do a second round of Bhastrika or the Sudarshan Kriya. So this time, instead of bringing the hands this way, we're going to bring the hands up as we inhale and back. So slightly back. As we inhale and as we exhale, we're going to bring our elbows all the way down to our stomach, curving our back. So let's all do this together. We'll do 20 strokes, and then the same way, we exhale all the way, hold the breath, bring the head up, inhale all the way, hold the breath. Exhaling, breathing all the air out, bringing your chin to chest, stomach inside, pelvic floor contracted, holding the breath. Bringing the head up, taking a long inhale. Once again, holding the breath, chin to chest, stomach inside, pelvic floor contracted, holding the breath. And bringing the head up once you're done, keeping the eyes closed. We're going to sit in silence for 2 minutes, just trying to tune in to how you feel at this moment, trying to recall how you felt at the beginning of the practice and how in just a few minutes of doing a sequence, how different you might feel. Trying to become aware of the sensations in your body. you can slowly begin to open your eyes. Through this 4-day workshop, I was able to only give you a few techniques, a handful of techniques for you to put in your toolbox to really come into your full potential. But if you join me on my full course, we have over 15 techniques where we teach you all the techniques required to be able to relax, to be able to energize yourself, to also be able to release stuck or negative emotions, and also an in-depth explanation of the anatomy from a scientific perspective that goes into the breath, as well as the ancient yogic philosophies behind the breath and why the breath is such a potent tool to discover ourselves. We also cover techniques from the Western breathworks, from shamanic breathwork, the Wim Hof method, and Kundalini Kriya breathwork methods. And what we have really attempted to do is to bring the whole breadth and depth of breath into a short program that you can learn in just a couple of months, and you can use throughout your life to optimize the way you feel and the way you function in the world. Thank you for joining, and see you soon.